The locked room in the dormitory corner. The year I graduated from high school, I enrolled in a private university located in Chongli. Having never left home before, it was my first time moving into the school dormitory, all by myself. The female dormitories for new students were divided into 3 buildings: Faith, Hope, and Love. All of them were quite old and dilapidated. If students wished to continue living in the dorms after the first year, they would need to enter a lottery for the better-equipped Mercy building. However, due to strict curfew regulations, most students usually moved out by their second year. My dormitory was in the Hope building, the most bizarre and rundown of the 3. While its dilapidated state was easy to understand, the bizarre aspect would require several stories to explain. First, let me describe the location of our dormitory. The university I attended had a very small campus. Walking straight through the white archway at the main entrance, you could reach the back gate in less than 5 minutes. My dorm, the Hope building, was located at the end of a path on the right side of the main gate. It was in a very dark corner, which you would pass on your way to the electrical engineering building, where there had been reports of a little ferry landing. When I first entered the university, a senior pointed to a spot on the ground at the entrance of the electrical engineering building, and told us,
"This is where the little ferry landed."
I was assigned to a room on the 2nd floor of the Hope building, which was a run-down room, shared by 6 people. There were 3 bunk beds on each side, all elevated. The right side housed 3 beds, and beneath them was a row of desks, shared by all 6 of us. On the left side, there was a simple wardrobe. At the end of the hallway, a left turn led to the bathroom on the left, and the restroom on the right. If you needed to do laundry, you usually had to bring a washboard and laundry supplies, washing your clothes at the outdoor sinks. At first, everyone worked hard to do their own laundry, and I was no exception. However, as time went on, I began to slack off as well. Eventually, the coin-operated laundry room filled with machines in the corner of the 1st floor became an indispensable part of my daily routine. One Saturday night, some students went home, others went out socializing, and a few went for night tours, leaving only a couple of students in the Hope building, making the once busy dormitory very quiet and eerie. I took a basin filled with clothes and walked from the 2nd floor down to the laundry room in the corner of the 1st floor. As I passed through the dimly lit hallway, the usually noisy atmosphere of the female dormitory felt entirely different. The silence on this gloomy Saturday night made it even more unsettling. I forced myself to remain calm and entered the laundry room, catching a glimpse of the locked room directly across from it. Suddenly, I remembered what a senior had once told me.
"In the corner of the Hope building dormitory, there is a locked room. Don't go near it if you don't have to." Many years ago, a senior, after finishing her final exams and realizing she had failed, cried non-stop at desk number 5. Since it was the end of the semester, and everyone else was excitedly starting their summer vacation, no one noticed her until the dorm supervisor found her. She had already passed away. After that, students living in that room reported hearing a girl softly sobbing in the middle of the night. Some even got up from their beds to go to the restroom and returned to see a figure at desk 5, moving as if still crying. They thought it was their roommate, and when they went to check, found their actual roommate peacefully sleeping in bed. When they turned back to the desk, the figure had vanished. leaving them terrified. Due to numerous inexplicable phenomena, the school decided to keep that room locked from the outside.
Remembering the senior's words, my curiosity was piqued, and I couldn't help but glance at that room again. A rusted padlock secured the door, which was covered in cobwebs and dust, clearly showing its age. For some reason, I felt an inexplicable shiver run down my spine. I quickly directed my gaze away from the rusty lock and hurried into the laundry room. As I waited for my clothes to wash, I realized I didn't want to be alone in the laundry room anymore. So, I stepped out, intending to return to my room to read a novel and pass the time. As I turned to leave the laundry room, a fleeting glance caught my eye. The door of a room in the corner was surprisingly unlocked and slightly ajar. Curiosity piqued, I stretched my neck to peer through the crack of the half-open door. The room inside was empty, and for some reason, I felt a chill run down my spine. I forced myself to curb my curiosity and quicken my pace toward the direction of my room on the second floor. About an hour later, I returned to the laundry room. Just before I entered, in the moment I turned the corner, I couldn't help but glance at that room once more. The door was closed now, and the rusty iron lock was tightly secured on it, covered in cobwebs and dust.